So when we look at ecosystems function in webs. And so every element in an ecosystem is part of that web. Okay, and every element is connected to every other element. And it's these connections that create stability in an ecosystem. And if we want to think about it a little bit differently, this is kind of like, if we think about the industrial system where we have source, so this could be oil, or it could be industrial agriculture, it could be any number of resources that we extract, and we use something once, okay? So think about plastic packaging as an example, and as soon as it's done, it goes straight to sink or the landfill. Okay, whereas in ecosystems, every waste product is a feedstock for another system. Now, it turns out that a web like this, and the best analogy we can give to a web is actually a fishing net, can lose roughly 50 to 60% of its connections, and it will still function. And so, webs are generally far more resilient in that they can work, and so webs will actually function better. Now, diversity itself is not enough, okay? So what elements actually have high diversity? Well, we can say that zoos have high diversity, right? Because there's lots of different elements in a zoo, but the difference between a zoo and this ecosystem is that zoos don't have what we call interactive diversity. This is interactive diversity, and it's so important. If you don't have these niches interacting with each other, then you don't have stability, and that's the main reason that diversity is important. If we think about a wheat field, which is the exact opposite of a diverse ecosystem, it only takes one disease to knock the whole system out, or it only takes a small amount of a lack of rainwater to knock the whole system out. Whereas when you have a forest, forests actively seek water from deep below, and they partner with fungi. Really interesting fact, when you have a tree that's growing and it puts its root system down, did you know that the fungi will increase the surface area by up to 800 times? Okay, so what that means is that a standard tree root system will have 800 times the surface area available to it when it partners with fungi. And so that's an amazing example of why diversity is really important. When we use crop-based agriculture, we don't get that same level of stability because we don't have the level of diversity.